Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Fantasy Worldbuilding. I have been a little bit busy off camera. Haven't accomplished a whole lot, to be honest, but here we've got some bronze ready to go. I'm waiting for some charcoal to finish. Let's see. I made these for the cold. We have this much plus... there it is. This much silk thread. From these... which there was a zombie just a second ago. Guess he's gone. Which comes from these, which I have decided. And there's the zombies. Excuse me, I don't have time for you. Your business is important to us. Please hold. I've made the decision that these things are, or were, kind of overpowered. For a normal, well, for a different mod pack, or just vanilla, they're pretty, they're fine. But for this specific pack, or collection of mods, they were kind of overpowered because one of these gives two of these, which just behaves like string. So I've changed it to be, you need 9 for one, and you can still, before the spindle gave you 8 per cocoon. No, 9 per cocoon, which is, I felt like it was overpowered for this pack. This requires iron, so that's, you know, I feel like it's more well balanced because of how much more you do with string with this collection of mods. The other thing I changed was these. The recipe had been, it was for these, and I think these. There were 4 of them that all shared the same recipe, and it was only giving me these ones, which are quark. So I just gave them each their own unique recipe. Each recipe was giving a different quantity of candles output. One of them gave 1, one gave 2, one gave 3, and one gave 4. All for the same amount of wax, so that was kind of a little wonky, I suppose you could say. So I changed it to be each one has its own unique recipe. it's possible the way I did it, that I've added more recipes than are strictly necessary, but I mean, it works, so I'm still fairly new to using Craft Tweaker, so you know, probably not going to be as optimized as it could be, but it works, so oh, I can't count. Nope, wait. Nope. Yeah. This here. Other than that, the only thing that happened really that's of any real note is I've made a bit of a discovery. One moment. You know, I wanted this specifically because it was going to be better against, oh hi, mobs without armor. Ow. And here they are with armor. That's what I wanted. No lag. Oh, come on. I've been out here for literal days without anything attacking me, and all of a sudden, 5, 6? Where was I? Yes. Real quick, before I have to go back inside. These! You will notice that they're fertile in summer. It is not currently summer. That is a bit of an issue because I wanted, in this episode, to get started on roots. That requires that book. That roots book. The only other way to get paper is these things. Right there, Druidic Arts. That's what we need to get into roots. That is literally all of my wild root, which is used fairly heavily in roots. So, I suppose we'll do that today, but I wanted to get into roots. It's looking like it's not really gonna happen. Like, I don't know how much we're gonna be able to actually do. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Before I forget, you may have noticed this. I got it off of a random skeleton. Did not know skeletons dropped anything like that. So that was cool. Also, you may have noticed that I made some shelves here. I'm not too sure how I feel about these. They're just kind of glued to the wall there. I'm probably gonna... I think what I want to do actually is make a like food preparation area here. Like push this wall back 1 or 2 and then like have a little alcove there. And then right over here, probably in this episode, I want to make a bedroom, like go that way and then that way on the other side of the kitchen area. Nice. So yes, there is... Okay, it looks like I did it wrong. It's only accepting Minecraft string. Although, I think I can turn this back into string, so it might not be an issue. Yes, I can. Bit inefficient, but whatever. Really? Oh, for Pete's sake. So wait, does that... No, that doesn't work. Okay. Yep, I did it wrong. Not surprised. So here's... Here's 3 of the candles. This one I had already made. These 2. The other ones that come in 4s, they're actually smaller, which is cool. This one doesn't look like it's lit. I don't know why. Actually, is it lit? Why is it seeming like this isn't going to give this to me? I'm getting worried that this isn't going to work. Nope, didn't work. Okay, not using those candles. Before I get too distracted. Hi! Fancy seeing you here. Really? The lag. Oh yes. This here is a thing. All this time we've been here, and I've only recently noticed that this even has a downstairs, and that's where the chest is. Somebody remind me to make a ranged weapon. I keep forgetting. Yeah, just briefly. The reason I feel like these guys are overpowered is because they literally just sit here and periodically spit out a cocoon, which is, before I changed it, to string. And there's 7 of these guys, and I've gotten, you've seen how much I've collected. So I decided that I feel like that's overpowered, so I changed it. End of story. Although if you asked me to discuss in excruciating detail, I certainly would. Taking most of this down, it was, I mean, I don't think anyone was under any illusions as to whether it was staying or not. I also kind of feel like these things are a little bit overpowered. For, again, the same reason. They just sit and produce without any, like, downtime, and without any maintenance, without any, like... I didn't have to do anything to make this happen, and they don't require anything. I don't know. The trees, I feel like, are less overpowered than the silkworms. But even then, I feel like the production rate for these things is just a little too high. I'm living off of essentially 1 tree. Like, this thing is mostly gone, and I have almost not actually used the oranges, as you can see. Like, just kind of slowly been building up off of just those 2 trees. Okie dokie. 2 batches of bronze ready to go. Actually, do we have any more clay? I think I calculated it, and what we need is this to advance to being able to use iron, which requires blocks of bronze. I think think I calculated and we require 4 of these. Which we are just short of the clay necessary to make that happen. Which is not at all irritating. But anyway, as that goes, or burns, or whatever it's doing, cooks, guess you could call it cooks, I'm going to go ahead and get that book together. Blam! Oh! There's one thing that I keep meaning to do. These things. I found out that these can be turned into bone meal. I was partially tempted to just kind of keep them as like mementos of having died, but they're literally just filling up the inventory, so I didn't feel like it was really worth it. I certainly could in future, but without further ado, roots. I'm going to just go ahead and take a gander through this book real quick and see what we can do. Okay, so it's looking like I was entirely correct in my suspicions. This is, at the moment, about as far as we can get with this mod. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to get some more wild root. Yep, that's just gonna be the thing that's gonna have to happen next in order to get anywhere with that. But, and of course it's nighttime and it's snowing while I'm wanting to talk about this. Hi. Minor heart attack. I'm fine. Anyway, what was I saying? Ah, yes. So, what I want to do next in this episode is 2 things. One, I want to expand the inside, make a bedroom and a kitchen area, or food preparation area, or whatever you want to call it. The second thing I want to do, or at least start, is I want to build a river. Now, I mentioned, oh hi, that my plan was to kind of make some kind of spring appear that's flowing down the mountain to there. I have since changed my mind. You see, I feel like it would be a good idea to actually have the river come down from over there and then snake around this direction and then go off that way. So basically there would be a river edge right here. The river would head that way from up in the mountains up over there. It makes sense to me, at least, that the people living here would have agriculture. Agriculture requires irrigation. Irrigation requires water. So if there is a river that literally snakes across this area, like basically enveloping this this bit of land here, this bit of spur of the mountain in a river, it'd make a perfect spot to start, you know, farming. Does that notice me? Looks like it's looking at me. Hi. You just want to stay over there and I'll stay over here? No? I'm gonna just go ahead and head back inside. Yeah. It's too cold to do much work out there anyway at the moment. So that's the basic idea. And for this episode, what I intend to do is sort of just put down a basic outline, not actually carve anything out. Just kind of give a shape, a general river-y sort of shape started. In the meantime, while it's freezing cold and dark out, I'm going to expand the interior a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna see what I can do here, and see, the thing is, just before I get started here, I'm not sure how much work I want to actually put into this house specifically. Like I said last episode, it might not be the best designed house. So I kind of feel like maybe, I don't know, maybe this house has been abandoned because it's too close to the edge of the Nether biome, and it's too far down the hill or something, and maybe people are further up the mountain that way, and I shouldn't put too much effort into this one. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just rambling at this point. Let's make this happen. Huh? Where's there wood here? How is there wood? What? Ah, lag. Oh, for Pete's sake. This whole hidden base inside a base malarkey is really getting out of hand, for Pete's sake. Really? Well, this all needs to go. This is just silly. I'm blaming green. Just real quick, this right here is another reason I think these are overpowered. I have not done anything to try and gather these things, and I've got over 40 of them, plus the 7 outside. Yeah, that's a little much. What am I supposed to do with these chairs and tables? They don't match. Why? Oh, something I wanted to point out with these vessels. These things are cool because they are half the clay requirement of these ones, but they don't keep their inventory. They're like chests. So they're cheaper than these, but, you know, not portable, which I think is cool. They're 2 different mods, so the fact that they kind of fill different roles while still being nice looking jars is really nice, I feel. Does this go anywhere? Of course it doesn't go anywhere. Ay. It's like a termite infestation, except it's an interior. This isn't even a good looking interior. Why? Like, that, it's all wood, and that does not look good. Pete's sake. And there goes that. Should I make a copper axe? Might as well. Oh, what's that? Huh? Oh, lignite coal. Oh, that's nice. So, this is spruce, I know. And this, I assume, is ironwood. What the heck is this? Driftwood. Rock counting surface. Oh! It's like that wood that you see out in the desert. I mean, I suppose it's a cool color, but it definitely doesn't work with spruce and ironwood. Also, this is just irritating. Of course, this is too. Well, I don't... how... Let me just finish taking it all up. That's vaguely irritating. This is considered hot in here. This might not be a good place for a bedroom. Also, what is this? Is this... oh, slate rock. That's cool. And I'm burning up. Somebody should really sort out this inventory situation. Like, seriously, this is just embarrassing. Like, who leaves their inventory to be this kind of a mess? Like, honestly. So, yeah, like, right here is hot. Huh. I suppose for now it'll be fine, but, like, maybe I'll just, like, consider this house a, I don't know, what would you call it, a template. But then, like, once we've got more houses further along, I'll just, like, remove everything and fill it in, because the heat is a problem. Yeah, we're in white sands here. So that's an issue. I didn't realize it was going to be an issue when I built this house here. Like, where it is. Yeah. Didn't even think about it. I think I'm literally just going to do this for now. Oh, I believe this is Thaumcraft. I had the strangest dream last night. In the dream, I took 3 of those strange crystals I've been finding and ground them with a handful of redstone in a bowl using a piece of flint. The crystals had to be of different types, but if I did it properly, then the result was a strange, glowing dust. In the dream, I took the dust and sprinkled it on a bookcase. The dream ended before I saw what happened. I wonder, should I do what the dream showed? I have the impression the dust was going to reveal something wondrous, but dangerous. This was not the beginning of Thaumcraft last time I played it. That's cool. It's also redstone, which is unfortunately not going to happen anytime soon. Oh, you know what? There we go. First things first. Let's go ahead and pop these out. Yay, bronze. So we're around about halfway there. But yeah, let's kind of head up the mountain and take a look at where a river might go. One thing I really want to be careful of is the fact that somewhere on a peak off that direction, the next peak over, like right on the shoulder of the mountain, is a dragon. As you can see, like, I was wandering over that way and just kind of looking around. Didn't have anything specific in mind, but then I saw those dragon bones, and I thought, ooh, dragon bones. Thank goodness I didn't actually go for them because... yeah. I'm not sure if it saw me and that's why it took off, but I noped out of there real quick. So I'm kind of afraid to go in that direction around the mountain. Still definitely not capable of handling a dragon. Okay, so the trees are a little bit in the way and the fog is a little bit difficult to see through. Let's get a little bit lower. That works. So you can see the end of the river there. My idea is basically to take the river from somewhere up over there and basically thread it along the barrier between biomes. So it should swoop around over there and then join that. Problem is, this bit of white sands right here. I'm not really sure what to do about that. Now, I do have the Bewitchment mod, which is based off of Witchery. And I've used Witchery in the past, and Witchery has the ability to change a biome in a area. You can change the biome around an area. So if Bewitchment has that, I might be able to just kind of convert this area into not white sands.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you an important message.
I done goofed. Like, seriously. We've essentially done nothing but goof off in this episode so far. A whole lot of nothing has happened, to be honest. And unfortunately, we are very out of time. I have edited together most of this video at this point, and I have already edited out more than I really wanted to. I accidentally left out a death at the beginning that happened between episodes. I would put it back in, but finding the footage in amongst all of that is going to be a pain in the butt, and it wasn't interesting. I fell off of that Astral Sorcery thing that I was taking down and died. But this video is already too long, and I've cut out too much, so it's gonna have to wait for next episode. But I will tell you, next episode, a river will happen. I will be working on things between episodes, and when we meet again, progress will have been made, and more progress will be made. So, until then, take care. Goodbye.